He's a renowned big game hunter, the half-brother of the villain the Chameleon, a founding member of the Sinister Six, and one of Spider-Man's most consistent nemesis. Let's get into the video and find out the origin of Kraven the Hunter. Sergei Kravenov was born the son of Russian aristocrats. His father Nikolai had an affair with one of their servants and secretly fathered a child. The secret child, Dmitry Smirtakov, grew up in the house with his half-brother Sergei being raised as a servant, unaware of his true parentage. Sergei was often subjected to abuse by his alcoholic father and in turn vented his anger on Dmitry. After the Bolshevik Revolution, the Kravenovs were forced to leave Russia and migrate to the United Kingdom and then later the US. Shortly after, his father Nikolai would pass away and his mother Anna went insane and was placed in an asylum. She eventually took her own life. The orphan Sergei learned to survive on his own and traveled the world, eventually making it to Africa. There, he developed a passion for hunting and had a natural talent for it. While he was in Africa, he came across a witch doctor's secret herbal formula that granted enhanced abilities. By the time he had reached adulthood, he had become a wealthy, world-renowned hunter known as Kraven the Hunter. In the meantime, his half-brother Dmitry had become a master of disguise and an international spy known as the Chameleon. The Chameleon saw Spider-Man as an impediment to his plans and needed to get rid of him. Knowing he couldn't do it by himself, the Chameleon invited Kraven to New York to pursue the ultimate prey, Spider-Man. Not long after, Kraven arrived by boat to the New York pier. His arrival had caused a stir and an audience had gathered. A loading crane broke and some of the dangerous animals escaped from their cages. Peter Parker had come to the pier with Mr. Jameson and was ready to jump into action as Spider-Man, but Kraven handled the situation easily, impressing the onlookers. Jameson asked Kraven why he had come to New York as there was no game for him to hunt. Kraven countered that claim, stating that the most dangerous game is man, and he had come to hunt the most dangerous man of them all, Spider-Man. Despite having the help of the Chameleon, Kraven's attempt to capture Spider-Man failed, and Kraven and the Chameleon were apprehended and deported from the US. He returned to the US shortly after, but Kraven was caught by Iron Man almost instantly after making it back to land. Kraven would later resurface in the US as a member of the Sinister Six, a group of villains that had come together with the sole purpose of getting revenge against Spider-Man. The Sinister Six made the mistake of fighting Spider-Man one at a time, and Spider-Man prevailed. After numerous other failed attempts to defeat Spider-Man, Kraven traveled to the Savage Lands to capture Zabu, the saber-toothed companion of Kazar. Kraven was able to subdue Kazar with a stun blast and captured Zabu and took him back to New York. Kazar pursued Kraven to New York and freed Zabu. Kraven would later return to the Savage Lands intent on defeating Kazar and becoming the king of the Savage Lands. In the Savage Lands, he discovered a giant alien beast named Gog. He raised the alien creature to assist him in conquering the Savage Lands. He then used Gog to capture Gwen Stacy, who Kraven had chosen to be his mate and queen of the Savage Lands. Kazar would come to the rescue and battle Kraven, while Spider-Man defeated Gog by luring him into quicksand. As Kazar and Kraven battled, Kazar kicked Kraven off the edge of a cliff, and Kraven seemingly fell to his death. But this is the comics, and of course Kraven didn't die. He then took on a contract to take out Daredevil. Kraven was actually successful in defeating Daredevil, but Daredevil was saved by Moondragon, who teleported him away right before he fell to his death. Kraven's next few quests would bring him into confrontation with Man-Wolf, Tigra, and Spider-Man. Kraven then decided to take a break and went to the Caribbean islands to evaluate where he was in life. While there, he met and fell in love with the voodoo priestess Calypso. Kraven had decided to give up his quest to defeat Spider-Man after realizing it had cost him his honor by resorting to dishonorable methods to try and defeat him. But Calypso manipulated Kraven into rekindling the quest to defeat Spider-Man. His quest would eventually lead to what is easily Kraven's and maybe even Spider-Man's best story, Kraven's Last Hunt. We'll save that story for another video. Kraven gains superhuman abilities from the herbal potion he still consumes occasionally. Those abilities include superhuman strength, agility, speed, stamina, reflexes, and his aging has been slowed. Well, that's the comic book origin of Kraven the Hunter. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stop by the channel and check out this video. Please smash that like button and drop a comment down below. It really helps out the channel. That does it for today's video. We'll see you again real soon, but until then, I'm Ghost. Peace.